Well, hello. Haven't done this in a while. I don't know what inspired me to come on here and do this today. I just thought, what the hell? Um, I'm eating ice cream because why the hell not? And you know what? I actually really like this flavor. It's called Cookie Vermonster. Vermonster. And yeah, it's actually quite decent. You should try it. It's one of these Sunday flavors, but it's not bad. Um, basically, um, the thing is, so much has happened in the last 2 months. Because I'm pretty sure the last episode was like April. Um, and I don't even know where to start really. I went on holiday to Poland and in May, and it wasn't as like spiritually awakening as the other one. Um, this one was just kind of chilling, chilling with my mom, because she was off work and um, yeah. Um, we watched a lot of like shows, the crime shows and some movies. Oh, I watched Remarkably Bright Creatures. That made me cry. Yeah. Spent some time with my dad, did some yard work, just kind of, bonding. Did I learn anything like deep down, deep down? Think so. I think I just first time in a while I've felt peace, even though there were people messaging me from work asking about swapping shifts as fucking usual. Because in my job, the only issue I have is the rota never stays the same. It's not even people bitching and moaning, complaining like in my previous position. It's it's more so just people can't seem to figure out how to check their rota 3 weeks in advance. Because that's how many weeks we post. And they can't seem to plan their life around the existing rota. So literally, the roads could be out for three weeks because it's current plus 3. So it's this week plus 3 more weeks. So you get almost a fucking month of rotas, and they can't sit down and just plan something. It's always something comes up. Like I normally when I go out, and I'm an adult, right? When I plan things with my friends, I normally go and do it around the rota. I don't say, yeah, let's do it Friday, then figure out I'm working and then try and swap my shift. Or, it doesn't work that way, or it shouldn't work that way. But I'm slowly learning to kind of tell them to fuck off. I always say to them, I don't mind topping your shift, but you have to come with the solution. I'm not just going to go around asking people. You have to ask people, you have to get permission from them to do their shift, and they're going to do yours, and I can swap it. Not a big issue. But yeah, I mean, it's not like it doesn't happen every day, but they were still messaging me during my holiday. Um, yeah, there's some shit that happened towards the end of my holiday, but that was just like external pressure. Um, somebody walked out. I don't even want to get into it. That was like over a month ago. Um, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I had my birthday, right? I had my birthday. Um, and I don't know, ever since I've come back from Poland, I feel like internal peace in a way. Even though it might not seem like it, I am actually very at peace. Like, I'm not anxious. I'm not, obviously I take every situation that happens, that occurs, I take it, it's in the moment. I react the way I need to react, but that's just emotions. That's not anxiety. That's not stress. It's just a person reacting with normal human emotions. But I don't like sit at home and dwell on shit. Maybe that's why I haven't been reporting these episodes, this podcast, because I haven't felt the need to like rant to someone. Because if I do it, there's such minimal information, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit weird. Um, but doesn't change the fact that um there's a lot of disappointment. Like it's it's very hard. Um, I don't know if you've ever experienced something like this where you find out something so detrimental and devastating about somebody, and it completely ruins this person's perspective. Or this ruins your perspective on this person in your head and in your eyes. But there's still so much at stake, and there's still this like bond between you that you don't want to necessarily ruin. And you kind of just think, you sit down with yourself, because like justice and loyalty and all that shit, kind of, you dwell on it. You think, oh, do I say something? Do I, expose this person? Do I, but then you kind of start to think, like, put all the factors together and think, okay, you found this out now, but this was back in the past, whatever happened. And there's a lot of things happening in this person's life right now, and you don't want to ruin that. Like, I would never be the type of person to ruin anybody's life. Even though I threaten to do it every other day, I wouldn't be able to just kind of, here you go, light a fire, and then fuck off and run away. So, yeah, and with this bit of information, it just kept getting worse and worse because there was more stuff coming out. And I was just like, first of all, why is this happening now? Second of all, like, I don't know. It's just weird because I don't want to say too much, because I know that people listen and people can put together things, and obviously they won't know the events or what happened, but it's just, you kind of sit there and you think, ugh, you did that. But anyway, so I'm just gonna eat my ice cream. But anyway, so I had my birthday, right? And obviously my best friend Jew is pregnant now. She'd do any day. She's ready to like pop. But they her and Yayan, her husband, took me out for my birthday. And let me just say, it was one of the best days I've had in a very long time. Like, truly from start to finish, like the day. Not like an event, not like a moment, a snippet. Just the whole day was just amazing. Like, basically what we did is we traveled to Stratford upon Avon, and we started the day with this, like, I forgot what it was called, but it was this cafe that was in this like old train carriage. So that was quite nice. And then she opened her presents for me, because obviously her birthday is on the 8th. So we kind of did, it wasn't like a joint birthday because I didn't organize anything for this. I gave her presents. She gave me an experience, which tends to normally happen. Like, she gives me these like birthday occasional experiences. So basically what happened is she gave me this like fake book thing. Um, do you know what I mean? Like you open, it's like a thicker kind of fake book that has like no pages on the inside. You can keep it like you can put stuff inside. It kind of looks like a jewelry box kind of thing. But anyway, so it was this book, and we love to go to M&S, and she saw that I liked there was this like aftershave cologne thing that I really liked. So she got me that, and then she left like a letter inside, and she left all of this in reception. And basically the letter was this like invitation. Um, like just, you know, be ready on your birthday. We're gonna pick you up at 12, blah, blah, blah. And essentially, um yeah, we went to this cafe. She opened her presents, and her theme was remarkably bright creatures this year. So it's very like ocean themed and very kind of metaphorical, like family union, bringing together. Like obviously Arlo, their babies, could give birth to a new human being. So it's very like more thoughtful and kind of like, the world is such a deep and big and vast kind of place. And it can be crazy at times and very overwhelming and loud. But we come together and we find ourselves and each other and people. You get the gist, right? Um, oh, by the way, I do have something to say actually about my holiday, like that period between my holiday and my birthday. Anyway, going back. So yeah, I got some presents for baby Arlo as well. I got these like my favorite part of the gift was these like personalized blocks that I found. So one had like an anchor, one had like I think it was a lighthouse, and the other had like a crab. And then the other three were like personalized. So it's one of them said Arlo. The other one said 2026, which obviously did it for like the year of birth. And then the last one was the theme, which was remarkably bright creature, just singular. And then yeah, I got like a little octopus. I got the book. I got her Noah Kahan's album, Busy Head on vinyl. I got her a penguin, like cloth, book that I get every year. It's a vinyl, and one of those penguin classics, like the cloth bound ones, is always part of the theme. So those two are always. And I also started adding Legos because they're obsessed with Legos now. So I got her this like 3-in-1 ocean creature. So it was like a dolphin, a seahorse, and a crab. And I got some clothes for baby Arlo. I got this like little onesie that says "Ahoy there, baby Arlo." I got, um, what else did I get? Oh, I got her the whatever the fucking chocolate seahorse is, which is also on theme. Yeah, it was just a whole, ocean theme. Um, and then, yeah, after that, we got back in the car, drove into the town center, and we just kind of walked around. We wanted to find, what did we do first? Um, so no, basically we just walked around. We just kind of, did the whole tour. And we were trying to find like the next attraction because the main event was supposed to be the cinema. And we were supposed to go um to the Everyman there. Because to be honest, we were going to the cinema like every week. Ever since I came back from Poland, like every weekend we were in the cinema. The first weekend we went to see Devil Wears Prada 2. The next weekend we went to see um Backrooms and Obsession. And we did like a double feature, which is amazing. And then we went to see the weekend after we went to see Scary Movie 6. Um, so yeah, so that was like the main event. But we wanted to find something in between, whether it was they wanted to do I forgot what it was called. Something world. Um and this like medieval shit. Oh, right. So basically the first thing we did was we went to this cafe called I don't wanna bullshit you. I don't really remember. Hold on. It was called Coffee Clouds. And we got these like big fuck off hot chocolates. I got like a creme brulee one. She got like this one with like a big marshmallow on top. Um so we got that. And then after that we Tudor Worlds. That's what I think what we were gonna go do. And then we just started wandering around, and then she mentioned it. She was like, "Oh, I don't know if you'd want to." Oh, and by the way, we went to this like butcher's there to get some strawberries, and there was this like really, really, really like good looking man in there. He was like huge. He was tall, like big, muscular. The only reason I'm saying this is because it was just a very weird like place to it kind of seemed like he was a undercover celebrity working in like, you know, a normal kind of job, you know? Like I just looked at him, I said to them too, I was like, fucking Superman's, serving sausages in there. Uh, but yeah, that was just a little anecdote on the side. Anyway, yeah, so she mentioned it, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know if you've ever been or if you'd ever want to go." I was thinking of doing an escape room, and I looked at her. I said, "Do it. Let's do it." You know. So she literally went in there. Well, not went in there. She went on a website and she fucking booked it, and she booked it for like 5 o'clock. We had about 2 hours before them, but it was this like Shakespeare themed escape room, and we just looked at Yai and we were like, you're carrying us. Like, you are going to carry this escape room experience. We know fuck all about Shakespeare. It's probably going to have to, like, we just thought first thing, like, we're going to have to, um, like, actually physically know things about Shakespeare. Like, characters in Romeo and Juliet and stuff. Um, but yeah, so, we wandered around a bit. Then we went to this cafe called Mr. Odie's. I tried the first time ever, I tried the Hojicha iced latte, which is like apparently another version of like it's kind of like matcha, but not matcha because apparently it's like another green tea, but just different. And to be honest, I didn't like it. I don't know whether it was just the prep, whether it was I don't know, maybe that's what it's supposed to taste like. I just didn't like it. Because the guy asked me, he was really nice. He said, "Did you want any syrups or not?" So if either he's upselling or he's trying to tell me that, dude, you need syrup in there because, And I said, "Oh, is there any that you recommend with it?" And he said, "Oh, the honeycomb." So I tried it with the honeycomb. I'm not a big honeycomb fan, like in the first place, but I tried it, and I don't know, it was okay. I drank it, but yeah. Anyway, so we had a little bit of time to kill before the escape room, and then we found the escape room. We got there a bit early because they told us to be 10 minutes early. Um, so we only needed to pee, so we went to pee. And then the guy just did this whole introduction. I think his name was Owen, if I'm not mistaken. He was really, really nice. Very friendly, very light, Um, but it was when we asked him, we said, "Do we need to know anything about Shakespeare?" He said no. Basically the whole thing is like you're in Shakespeare's room. He's written this like whatever manuscript, and I don't know, for some reason he tore it up into 4 different pieces, and we have to find it before we have to find it in an hour, or if not, they cut off his head or something. So we're like, okay, cool. We went in there, and at first, like, obviously you don't like, there's no like, he was a game master, but he wasn't in the room with us, so he was just kind of he said he was gonna be watching us and listening to us, from his, like, office. He said, obviously, if we need a hint, just yell, like, "Owen, hint," or whatever, and then he's gonna give us a hint, it's gonna come up on the TV. Um, but we just jumped straight in. Like, it was great. Like, we all just kind of separated, did our own thing. It was like fucking Scooby-Doo, just 3 of us. It was like Fred, Daphne, and Velma. Fuck Shaggy and Scooby, you know? Um, but yeah, we just did it, and then we opened, it was really fun. There was this, like, puzzle with chess pieces. We had 3 chess pieces, and there was, like a poem, and you could tell that every single, like the poem was separated into 3 different parts, like 3 different verses, and each verse led to, like, a letter and a number, which would obviously be the place on the chessboard. So we obviously aligned all 3 pieces, and you just heard, like, a magnetic click, and the door opened. But the door opened to another room, which was quite fun. It was the kitchen, and, basically what happened is in the kitchen, we got a little bit stuck because we didn't really know what was happening, and we had to ask for a hint. So we asked for a hint, and he told us that we missed something in the first room. Um, and basically, Junyan took the desk apart and found, like, a hidden compartment. And I don't know how we were gonna find that in the first place. Nothing was leading to us taking the desk apart unless, like, the whole like, because he said to us, like, obviously, don't be too dramatic with moving things. Like, don't take things apart, just kind of everything will be either, like, hinted or, like, nudged towards. Don't, and then we found out at the end, because we obviously took everything apart. Not like, you know, but we said to him, like, "Oh, you're gonna have fun cleaning this up." He's like, to be fair, it's not that bad. He's had people. There was, like, a mattress, because there was a bed. He's had people take the mattress, completely strip the mattress, lean the mattress up against the wall, and, like, completely take everything apart. That's why he was saying, like, don't be too dramatic. But yeah, in the kitchen, we got a bit stuck. We found a piece of paper that hinted towards, like, a combination. And it was just really, really fast paced. And then we got to the last room, and we literally had, like, 10 minutes left. And towards the 8-minute mark, we were getting so stuck. We were like, there was this one lock that we couldn't unlock. There just nothing was working. And I just kept looking at random fucking shit on the wall and just telling you different dates that I saw, like 4-digit, codes. And then one of the dates on the map worked. So that unlocked it, and then that unlocked something else, and literally we finished with like 5 minutes to spare. But it was just so much fun, so much fun. I've never been to an escape room, and I had a blast, so I highly recommend. Next time I want to do like a horror one. Like, it'd be fun to do like a actual scary one. Maybe not when, like, if like shit jumps out, but like the environment to be. Because I think the the group that does this one, they're based in like other places. And I think in Birmingham they have like a insane asylum type escape room. So that would be quite fun, I think. Um, and then after the escape room, because it obviously finished around 6. The movie was until 8 something, 8:30, I think. We still had some time to kill, so we wandered around, found like a tapas place. Um, but the food was awful. Like, it seemed very. I'm not gonna, it seemed very bougie because, like, it looks, proper, like, shit. But uh, we got some drinks. We wanted some drinks, and then obviously we were like, oh, we haven't really eaten anything. Because we were gonna eat in the Everyman Cinema because they obviously do like burgers and shakes and shit. So yeah, so that was the thing, and And we were like, okay, let's just get like some snacky stuff before the movie. And we got some drinks. My drink tasted awful. I don't know what the fuck was in it, but it tasted like something that you pour into to like your car. Like some fucking chemical shit. Like the smell of it was it was no, it was bad. It was really, really bad. Um and the food was just bad as well. The only good thing was the garlic bread. We had like one of the bits was like fried mac and cheese or whatever. The mac and cheese inside was cold, like it was frozen. Part of it was still frozen. So, yeah, like imagine if they served us like chicken. You know, all of it. It was like a vegetarian platter, but still, it was just weird shit. Like just not. But yeah, after that we went to the cinema. Um, had some time to kill there as well. We were gonna play a game, but we just ended up just talking. Um, and then yeah, we went to the movie, enjoyed the movie, left the movie, got home for about 11:30. I don't know from the night. So, um, no, was the yeah, there was some but yeah. Oh, what I was gonna say about coming back from Poland. I don't know why, but I got very like I wasn't ill, but like my allergies were really playing up while I was in Poland. Um, and basically, I don't know what it was because there was a lot of different symptoms that ChatGPT gave me. I mean, my mom were trying to find like the root of it all. So first we thought I was ill. So she was giving me like cold and flu shit. Then she thought it was allergies. So she started giving me allergy stuff. Then we just didn't know what was going on. So I think what I had was this like nasal drip sinus infection thing that can occur from either allergies, change of climate, or whatever, which shouldn't be a thing because I travel to Poland at least twice a year. But I do go in, I obviously I went in it was like spring, summer. Um, so it's that kind of pollen season, if that makes sense. Um, so it could have been that because last time I went was also like fall. So that is also allergy season, partially because it's change of like the ground and the temperature and to be fair, it was still kind of like I don't know. I don't actually know. I don't. But I once went in the winter and I was fine. All I'm trying to say is like that fall spring kind of season just doesn't agree with me. So that could have been due to that. It could have been due to stress, because I hate flying. I hate traveling like by plane, as in not by plane, because I'm not scared of the plane. I can sit on the plane. It was more so I have a whole airport shit, getting there, the build up, sitting there waiting for your plane and then waiting in the queue, getting on the plane. And so, yeah, I don't know. Um, but basically I have that. And then I was like coughing a lot. The thing is, I wasn't even sneezing. I was just coughing. So coming back, I was on the plane and there was this like, I had the weirdest fucking experience ever as well. Um, on the way back, I've sat next to this older couple. She was Polish but lived in the UK. Um, she lived in the UK for like 45 years or so. Um, can you fuck off? I don't care about a printer not working. Figure it out. Um, right. Let me write like a shitty response. Codes. Okay. Just respond on the. Right. Okay. I'm okay. Leave me alone. Um, like I've literally had like 3 or 4 people message me today. I had one person call me, like, Jesus, honestly, like just some things, figure it out. Anyway, um, it's quite ironic that on the one day, like, I feel a little bit more heightened. I get all this stuff. Maybe it's just my approach. Maybe it's just me manifesting doom and despair, you know? Like I'm at peace when I'm at work because I'm there, you know? But then like my days off, I don't know. I had a good day yesterday though. I slept through most of it. Anyway, on the plane back, yeah, this older lady, she was very much the main character of the airport, of the the whole um security kind of check. She was wearing this bright ass Jeffree Star like pink. It wasn't Jeffree Star, but like giving Jeffree Star like pink tracksuit. This like crushed velvet one as well. She had this like Prada scarf or like Gucci or whatever the fuck. She had these big fuck off earrings. Like she had this like little tiara with like clearly like fucking pearls or some shit. And she was just, and I was like, okay. Um, I didn't think anything of it until they sat next to me on the plane. Um, what? Um, anyway. Oh my god, this ice cream's so good. It's got like biscuit pieces in it. What is it? Chocolate chip cookies. Sea salt. Right now I need some water. Because I just feel like my mouth is filled with diabetes. Um, but basically yeah, and her husband was Greek. Right, responses. Yeah. Right. Okay. Um, and basically she was just talking to me. She just started talking to me. And it's weird when you have first of all, it's weird when strangers talk to you. But most of the time when strangers talk to you, um, it's like, "Oh, do you have the time? Do you have a lighter? Do you have a cigarette?" It's not like, "Or do you have change?" It's not anything like deep and personal. Or like it rarely happens, because everybody's just kind of caught up in their own shit and in their own world and on their phones or whatever. Like I wouldn't think to talk to another person. That's why I bring headphones. I would just want to listen to music. If I wanted to talk to someone, I would just, I'd travel with a friend, if that makes sense. But yeah, basically, she just started talking to me about like the randomest shit ever. And I was just listening. And it was weird. Like it was very surreal because it was this kind of like generational comparison, if that makes sense. It was very much a movie moment, like one of those movie teaching moments where the older person is like talking to the younger person and like it's not that whole oh back in my day. It was very much we were on the same level. Like it was like, oh, work and and home and family, all like very, very typical, universal, relatable stuff. It wasn't anything like, back in my day, I had to take the cows out before I went to school. No, none of that shit. It was very much, she was asking me questions about my family, about my life, what I do. And she was telling me about her life, and she started out with this job. She was like a fashion like editor for like rich people. Like they would come in like a stylist, and she would dress them. I don't know, there was a job. She told me the proper like job title. Um but um but yeah, it was just kind of like, wait, let me but yeah, and her husband was falling asleep, but he kind of, said a couple bits. And we were talking in Polish. He was obviously, he didn't understand, but um it was just really fascinating. Like almost the whole flight we just ended up talking. Towards the end, then she like, started talking to her husband. They ordered, I think they got some sacks or something, and yeah, and then towards the like landing, we started talking a little bit more. Because she was asking about my cough. She was like, "Oh, do you smoke?" I was like, No." Well, obviously, if you like, even my grandma knows I smoke, but it felt like one of those, um, like you're kind of like you don't want to be judged, if that makes sense. So I was no, no. She's like, "Oh, that vaping, that smoking, all that shit, you have to stop." But then she said, "Oh, that like she used to smoke, for like 40 years or something." And I said, "I'm only 27, and I haven't been smoking my whole life." Um, but yeah, anyway. Um, so yeah, and then towards the end, like they got out, they got out first because I was by the window. So they obviously, and she waved me goodbye, and he gave me like a high five, and it was very cute. It was very like weird as well. Because you just don't expect things like that, especially, you know, on a flight. Oh, it's just kind of, but yeah. And then after I came back, turns out I basically lost my voice for almost 2 weeks. It was like very on and off. It wasn't, some days it was like fully gone. Some days it was a little bit rough. Like I was going to record a podcast episode right after I got back, just to talk about the whole experience, because I'm sure that I missed a ton of shit in Poland. Like I went to the cinema with my sister and her fiance. We went to see Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2. It was like a mini marathon. Um, and I spent the weekend with them. Um, because my parents went to shoot. They went on a trip somewhere. Um, and then yeah, there's a couple bits here or there. Well, I probably missed, but yeah, basically the whole kind of point was that I lost my voice, and I didn't know whether that was like a spirit. Like my voice still isn't the same. I can tell you, like it's not the same, because the thing is, I don't sing. Like I'm not a singer. I like to kind of sing along to songs, and I used to think that I could do. Again, I'm not a singer, but I could do like a falsetto. I could go a bit higher. Now I can't. Now when I try, like my voice just goes, like it just disappears, and I'm on the verge of like hitting a fucking whistle note at this rate. Um, but my voice has not been the same. It was 2 weeks. I was trying to burn through. It was mucus. It was filled with fucking mucus, all in my throat, all everywhere. It was just coming out of me. Um, and I don't know why. And I was trying to think, like, is this the spiritual like teaching moment of my trip? Am I supposed to shut the fuck up and listen? And it was very therapeutic. Like I couldn't talk much. People kind of felt bad for me. Um, so it was very like, you know, I still had to serve customers. I still had to work. I was still there. Like, I should have been on vocal rest. But no, instead I was still talking to people. I was still in meetings. All this shit, yeah? Commitment. That's fucking commitment to the job. But in all honesty, like, ever since I've come back from Poland, I've been at peace, like, with my job. I'm not saying like, "Oh, yes, this is my career. I'm happy, in my career." No, because I want a better job, and I want a better paid job. Like, I want to do something with my life. Um, and, I am working on things in the background with Liv. If you don't know Liv, you might get to know her soon, at this rate. So yeah, she's working on some stuff for the podcast. She's obviously trying to push me to do more of like the filming shit, but I'm literally laying here on my sofa in like the most awkward fucking position, eating fucking ice cream. I'm just being a lazy fat fuck on my sofa. Like, I don't want to film myself just yet. But I'm also not doing anything. Like, I'm not working out or anything because I don't give a fuck. So I'm in a very weird kind of, like, I just don't care. Like, I'm very just, like, I'm enjoying this face free kind of shit. I'm doing, so basically, one thing that I was proud of in the last couple of weeks was I blew up on a TikTok. But it was just one TikTok. I got like 196,000 views and 20 something thousand likes um on a TikTok. And then yeah, that was it. Like, but then I don't record every day because I don't have ideas. I don't have like inspiration. But then on my secret TikTok account, like, I film every other day, but I'm not filming. I'm just either chatting shit or doing like these random lip dub things. And I'm just you know what do you call it? Like, lip syncing to a sound. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if TikTok's the way to go. I'm starting to think I might want to do YouTube, if that makes sense. That might be a little bit better because then like I can post like clips of my YouTube places. I don't know. It's a brainstorm. I'll have something by the end of the year. Fuck it. Eh, What's meant to be is gonna be. Um, but because I've been feeling so like stress free, I feel like my cortisol levels have gone down, and I just feel naturally like, maybe it's due to the fact that I did go to Poland, and obviously my mom's on this whole health kick, which obviously I'm automatically on when I go to Poland. So maybe that just improved my gut health. I don't know, because she was feeding me all these seeds, flax seeds, fucking um sunflower seeds, fucking um pumpkin seeds, fucking, did I say flax seeds? Yeah, the other shit. It's just, yeah, sesame seeds, all this crap. She showed me the stuff. I mean, it's great fun, and I'm happy she has a hobby and a passion. But yeah. Um, yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, basically, maybe it's because of that, because my gut's better, so my overall state of mind is better. Um, or my gut's better because I'm stress free. I don't know. I don't know how it fucking works. I really don't. I've been obsessed with these fucking poppy drinks. The rose raspberry one, fucking amazing. Like, I love it so much. Um, it's detrimental as well because they're 450 for 4 cans, and I'm literally just downing them. I should drink more water instead of that shit. But apparently, it's got like prebiotics or some shit and some apple cider vinegar, so it's good for you. Um, yes, delusion. Um, what else? I found out some news about my mom that I don't really want to talk about. Eh, yeah, I'm not there yet. I don't want to go into it. It happened in the last week or so. Spoke to my mom, and yeah, we're not gonna get into it. But yeah, overall, I mean, like, Work's been fine. Um, I yeah. Um, I'm okay in terms of like the workload. Like I'm up to date with everything. I'm getting a lot of praise. I'm doing extra credit shit. I got my Everyday Hero award for something. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I think I covered another. Well, obviously I covered the other manager's holiday. I probably bitched and moaned about that back in March. When I was running shit for 5 weeks. Um, yeah, I don't know. We're getting a new unit in August, like a bigger, expansion of what we have now, because we're essentially working out of a shipping container. So, that'll be quite fun. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening in the background, but I'm not stressing about it. Like, I just don't care. Not in a way of like, fuck you, sluts. No, it's more like I just don't mind things. I just go with the flow. I'm just very zen. Every day is a day. Yesterday is yesterday, and tomorrow is, whatever the fucking saying is. Um, but yeah, it was nice to catch up about stuff. I don't know what I'm going to call this episode. Um, but what shall we call this episode? Mm, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I've been watching The Rookie. I started watching The Rookie back in Poland with my dad, and I became obsessed. And then I started watching it here. Um, so yeah. In terms of music, I haven't been listening to a lot of music. I've been kind of into like house music recently, which is kind of weird. Some like EDM music, but not like ultra rave, shit. It's kind of like something different, like just like a different beat. There hasn't been anything like really good released in the last couple of like weeks. What have I been listening to? Um, oh, my microphone thing's come off. Um, yeah, nothing really. Nothing like concrete, if that makes sense. I have a bunch of albums saved to listen to. Am I gonna listen to them? Probably not. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is where your shit, right? Let's see the newest releases. I don't know why I'm yawning now all of a sudden. Oh, obviously Olivia Rodrigo released her album, which is okay. I love Stupid Song. I think it's Stupid Song is one of the best songs I think released um this year, I'd say. Let me see. Um it's just such a great song. Um what else? Who else released shit? Oh, Oliver Tree died. Did you hear about that? That was fucking crazy. It's very surreal because I used to listen to him during COVID. I don't know why during COVID. Yeah, I was on a lot of weird things. Um, so yeah, and he just died in a plane crash, like a helicopter crash. Ariana Grande is promoting her new album, which I don't know about. Hmm, I don't like the song. I knew it. I knew you, Taylor Swift. Fucking Toy Story 5, which in my opinion has had the worst fucking promotional campaign ever. I didn't even fucking know it's coming out till I saw a trailer in the cinema 2 months before the movie. Like normally you like Toy Story 5, it seems like such a big thing. You think, but no. And to be honest, I'm not even fucked about watching it because of that. I'll just wait for it to pop up magically on Disney Plus in about a year. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, this came out last year. Hmm. It just kind of pisses me off with shit like that. It's like, I'm excited for Charlie XCX's new album. I feel like Brat was good for what it was, but I feel like Music Fashion Film is going to be more my kind of style. The two singles that she's released so far I've enjoyed, which is Spring Summer 26 and Rock Music. So I am kind of looking forward to that album in July. What else? That's it, really. Me and my friend. Me and you. I've been I don't know why obsessed with like Dua Lipa. We watched the whole Live from Mexico concert on YouTube, and then we were just listening to her music. I do think that Dua Lipa is such an underrated artist. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's talented, and I think her and Calvin Turner are just a great couple. I think they're just very cute together. And they got married, so in the last like week or so. But yeah, other than that, not much has been going on in my life. Other than like, it's just fucking. It's just I just keep going back to that. Like, just so disappointing. Like people are just so keeping the ick. Like you can't trust anybody nowadays. Well, there's a couple people like you can trust deep down, but like everybody has skeletons in their closet, and it's just crazy to think that somebody like the thing is things, you hear things, like you can figure things out, but when what it's like set in stone and it's confirmed, you think ah just lose so much respect. And the worst thing is you have to pretend after. You have to just fake it so much that nobody like because you don't want I can be a bad person, but I'm not a bad person. I'm not gonna ruin anybody's life. So I can't just like ignore them or I can't be cold with them because it's just too many questions and I don't know how to confront this situation just yet. Because I would love to speak to this person about this situation. And I love how cryptic I'm fucking being, and all of you are gonna be like, oh my God, who is it? What happened? I won't tell you. I will just smile and walk away. Because no offense, like it's none of your fucking business. I'm just talking about the whole situation and how it's making me feel deep down. But yeah, most likely I will go to my grave with this. Well, I've already told one person, but that person is like, like Juno's, but that's because there's no connection with anything. But yeah, it's just you have to like fucking pretend because I'm not ready to confront this just yet. I would love for this situation to come out, but between me and this person. I want this person to know that I know this. So deep down, they feel fucking guilty as hell, you know? But that's maybe for the future. Maybe one day I'll. But what would be the point of exposing this person on here in like a couple of years? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I got shit to do. I got a life to live. So, I don't know when I'll see you, to be honest. Hopefully next month. Um, but until then, suck a dick. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that, please. Well, actually, do whatever the fuck you want. Well, I'm gonna go. See y'all bitches later. Bye.